Valmiki Ramayana, Bala Kanda, Book 1, Sarga 55, Roman numerals LV. The hermitage burnt. So o'er the field that host lay strown, by Vishwamitra's darts o'erthrown. Then thus Vasishta charged the cow, create all thy vigor now. Forth sprang Cambojas as she loved, bright as the sun their faces glowed. Forth from her other barbars poured soldiers who brandished spear and sword, and Yavans with their shafts and darts, and shakas from her hinder parts. And every pore upon her fell, and every hair-producing cell with mlechas and kiratas teemed, and forth with them haritas streamed, and Vishwamitra's mighty force, car, elephant, and foot and horse, fell in a moment's time subdued by that tremendous multitude. The monarch's 100 sons, whose eyes beheld the rout in wild surprise, armed with all weapons, mad with rage, rushed fiercely on the holy sage. One cry he raised, one glance he shot, and all fell scorched upon the spot. Burnt by the sage to ashes they, with horse and foot and chariot lay. The monarch mourned with shame and pain, his army lost, his children slain. Like ocean when his roar is hushed, or some great snake whose fangs are crushed. Or, as in swift eclipse the sun, dark with the doom he cannot shun. Or a poor bird with mangled wing, so reft of sons and host the king, no longer by ambition fired, the pride of war his breast inspired. He gave his empire to his son, of all he had the only one, and bade him rule as kings are taught. Then straight a hermit grove he sought. Far to Himalayas' side he fled, which bards and nagas visited. And Mahadeva's grace to earn, he gave his life to penance stern. A lengthened season thus passed by, when Shiva's self, the Lord Most High, whose banner shows the pictured bull, appeared the God most bountiful. Why fervent thus in toil and pain? What brings thee here? What boon to gain? Thy heart, thy heart's desire, O monarch, speak. I grant the boons which mortals seek. The king his adoration paid, to Mahadeva answer made. If thou hast deemed me fit to win thy favor, O thou void of sin, on me, Almighty God, bestow the wondrous science of the bow, all mine, complete in every part, with secret spell and mystic art. To me be all the arms revealed that gods and saints and titans wield, and every dart that arms the hands of spirits, fiends, and minstrel bands. Be mine, O Lord, supreme in place, this token of thy boundless grace. The Lord of gods then gave consent, and to his heavenly mansion went. Triumphant in the arms he held, the monarch's breast with glory swelled. So swells the ocean, when upon his breast the full moon's beams have shone. Already in his mind he viewed Vashishta at his feet subdued. He sought that hermit's grove, and there launched his dire weapons through the air, till scorched by might that none could stay, the hermitage in ashes lay. Where'er the inmates saw august the dart that Vishwamitra cast, to every side they turned and fled, in hundreds forth disquieted. Vashishta's pupils caught the fear, and every bird and every deer, and fled in wild confusion forth, eastward and westward, south and north. And so Vashishta's holy shade a solitary wild was made, silent awhile, for not a sound disturbed the hush that was round. Vashishta then, with eager cry, called, Fear not, friends, nor seek to fly. This son of Gadi dies today, like hoar frost in the morning's ray. Thus having said, the glorious sage spoke to the king in words of rage. Because thou hast destroyed this grove, which long in holy quiet throve, by folly urged to senseless crime, now shalt thou die before thy time. Wow. Valmiki Ramayana. Amazing translation by Ralph Griffith. Sanskrit to English. 16th, 7th, 18th century British. Footnotes. 66 1b Sage. See page 13, note 6. 66 2b Barbarians, non-Sanskrit speaking tribes. 66 3b a comprehensive term for foreign or outcast races of different faith and language from the Hindus. 66 4b the Kiratas and Haritas are savage aborigines of India who occupy hills and jungles and are altogether different in race and character from the Hindus. Dr. Muir remarks in his Sanskrit text, Volume 1, page 488, second edition. 67 1, the grey god Shiva, and 67 2, Nandi, the snow white bull, the attendant and favorite vehicle of Shiva. A favorite vehicle of Shiva, Nandi. And here is a little section I skipped because it was not necessary to read it right away, but I'm coming back. So, like ocean when his roar is hushed, or some great snake whose fangs are crushed. Here is a comment. Now follows a comment by Ralph Griffith. Appear that it is the object of this legend to represent this miraculous creation as the origin of these tribes, and that nothing more may have been intended than that the cow called into existence large armies of the same stock with particular tribes previously existing. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing that Freemasons are calling ancient histories legends. That's a problem. They're not legends. They're histories of previous yugas where people and things and animals and plants and birds were much more superior than the residents of Kali Yuga. And primarily living beings living back in Satya Yuga were very, very virtuous and celestial in nature. In other words, they have so many different mystic powers and abilities. So there is nothing to be surprised that there is a cow producing tribes of people because it's a celestial cow. It's a demigod in a form of a cow. So, yeah, the stories are far out for people who are of Kali Yugan mindset, limited mindset, who cannot understand the nature of celestial demigods and celestial sages and great yogis, self-realized personalities. So that's why they cannot fathom how can different tribes and peoples come into existence by a cow fart. So it's right here, Ramayana, the history of ancient world 1.5 million years ago during Treta Yuga. Okay, so many things to talk about. Ciao.